All right, on the toilet, looking at Facebook. Let's see what's going on in the book. A new battle? Deast just battle? We got to watch that. Let's get to the review.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Truthit. 5 o'clock shadow battle review. And the battle I have today is 4-1-3 battle leagues. T. Sawyer versus Deast. Deast is one of my favorite battlers in locally in Massachusetts, period. And I think this is my first time reviewing a battle from T. Sawyer, so I'm excited, hyped, and charged. Let me just tell you, from this battle and reviewing it, I had to put my thinking glasses on because this was a tough battle to review. It even got me stuttering. This battle to me had a clear winner, depending or not depending. It depends. But no one got bodied. No one died. This battle was also a fight. I used to say that there's no one that you can put Deast in there and it's just a guaranteed death with Deast. Deast can compete with anybody. I now have to say that if T. Sawyer is like this in all of his battles and he shows up like he showed up in this battle, that there's nobody on earth that he can't compete with. Point blank, whoever's in the pit with T. Sawyer when it's like this, they in for a long night. Round 1 on T. Sawyer. He looked at a woman at the beginning of his round and said, "Can I see the liquid?" He said, "Nah, let's keep it solid. I want 0 gas."
Did he do that? Did he do that? No, stop it. Did he do that?
Listen. I came to cremate the jazz face. I want to earn your reaction.
Did he do that?
He set the battle off like he is in there to literally kill Deast, take his soul. And it seemed like he was going to by the way he started. His delivery, his aggression is just on point. Keep the F quiet like pillows behind the backboard.
Did he do that? Did he do that? No, stop it. Did he do that?
Listen. Y'all know y'all have to, sometimes the bed maker, you gotta put, all right, never mind. One part of the David versus Goliath story is accurate. David with the sling and a sling.
Did he do that? Did he do that? No, stop it. Did he do that?
Listen. This is the first time I've done a review where almost every single bar was a level 4 or even higher. Big caps, Eddie eye teeth. I'm bald, so I ain't ducking no fades.
Bang!
I had to watch T. Sawyer's round 3 times, even more, and every time I did, I caught something different. That's how fire he is. Honestly, if I quoted every hot bar T. Sawyer said in his first round, I'd end up repeating and saying his entire first round. Make sure, listen, stop what you're doing and go watch that battle right now. Just go watch it. The battle is fire. Stop it and go watch that battle. And then come back. Make sure you come back to the review. Here. Round 1 on Deast. Every punch I land is proper T. Deast immediately started fighting back. He said, "Oh, nah, this kill ain't gonna be easy, bruh." I wasn't really feeling the bare arms t-shirt bars. Like, I've heard bare arms and, bare for guns. I've heard that bar way too many times. So long ago too.
Oh, nigga, please, like short sleeves, that being wrong.
But the cut up tee like wrestling clothes? A doctor nobody trusts. I'm just out of patience.
Did he do that? Did he do that? No, stop it. Did he do that?
Listen. Take a rest on every cardiac arrest. When I get this bag, then carry on. The Patriot bars were also hard, even though they lost. Okay, so this review is not doing the battle enough justice. I feel unworthy even doing a review on this battle. That's how dope this battle is, especially the first round. Just like I said before, go watch it and then come back and watch this review, but the battle is that fire. So my verdict on the round. If I wrote Deast's first round and T. Sawyer's first round, and I had them on paper, and I'm like, which one of these am I going to use in my next battle? I'd probably go with T. Sawyer's first round. However, Deast fought back. He got the momentum back in his first and had the crowd on his side by the end of his first round. I edge the first round to Deast. Slight edge. Very, very paper thin slight edge to Deast. As a matter of fact, if you thought T. Sawyer won the first round, I wouldn't argue with you. I wouldn't argue it at all. I personally think Deast got the first round by the way he fought back. And, you know, going second. Sometimes going second is an advantage. That's why the coin toss is important. I hate choosing a winner in a round like this. And a round that one was so close. And two, where I give it to someone, especially how fire T. Sawyer's bars were. Go watch it again. Go watch it right now and come back. Go watch it a third time and come back to this review. Round two on Sawyer. Sawyer blacked out in this second round. He started his round off with F Premier Rap Battle League.
Boo this man!
I got turntables on one of Premier's best. Gangstar, DJ Premier. Look, if you don't know nothing about Gangstar, go YouTube Gangstar, watch all of their videos, all of their freestyles, all of their stuff that they put out, then come back and you'll appreciate that bar even more. You average 500 views, you ribbing me how I'm supposed to eat off half a rack.
Did he do that? Did he do that? No, stop it. Did he do that? Listen.
I'm the naysayer coming straight from the horse's mouth.
Believe me when I tell you.
Wake up, Lewinsky. The whole world knows you choked on Clinton. Blade you and your girl both ways like a bicycle. Big choppers. For anybody saying Deast nuts, we have to do a pause alarm. Connecticut's name wouldn't be the same if you removed the T. Round two on Deast. CEOs me like I'm in charge of the company. What you think every punch connects for? Cause it has, bro. Don't have the kid come out with the small round on some soft-ish ring bearer.
Did he do that? Did he do that? No, stop it. Did he do that? Listen.
Two bad tennis serves, that means the round's mine by default. So if I had to mention every bar that was hard in this battle, I'd mention every one of their bars. So if there's some bars that I didn't mention, it's not that I thought they weren't good enough. It was just that I'd be like reciting the entire battle. There'd be no reason for you to watch the battle if I did. So I think Sawyer wrote more of his second round specifically for Deast than Deast did. I think what Deast said in the second round, for the most part, it could have been anyone standing in there against him and he could have used the same bars. I gave round two to Sawyer. So I have Deast with a slight edge in the first, and then I have Sawyer winning the third a little bit more convincingly. It was close, but I still had Sawyer winning the second round a little bit more than an edge. So it all comes down to the third. Now, there was a questionable choke in the third. On Facebook, I was told that there was definitely a 45-second pause in T. Sawyer's third round. And 413 Battle League, for some reason, edited it out. They took it out. So when you watch the footage, you don't see it. I can't even tell where the stumble happened by watching it. Like, I can't, like, when I'm watching it, I don't see where the good editing, y'all taking it out. But why did you take it out? So the question is, do you count the 45-second pause or not? Especially if you didn't see it. Tough question. Good question. Round three on Sawyer. Dudes go in the woods and come back messed up. They trying to attack the bear, the remnant. I would beat him with the toy, but the batteries are sold separately. I'm the better rider, but if my pen's mistaken, I have all the more reason to get the whiteout. Whoever I choose next losing blood, vampire.
Bang!
Every shot will break down D like a good offense.
Oh! Talk that shit! I love it!
I did not like the alphabet overlooking the U bar at all, but the promised land bar. Now on to the choke. If you watched the battle for the first time and had none of this news spilled or none of this told to you the first time you're watching it, you would not have known that there was a choke in the third round by Sawyer. So should it be considered? Also, if you're counting the times in the battle, there was supposed to be, I guess, a certain minute time limit, and T. Sawyer went way over the time limit. Now I know why a lot of battlers argue over time minutes and be trying to stop everybody at each other's rounds at the, calling time on them and everything. However, as a reviewer, I have to take into account what is presented to me. Deast, unfortunately, has to bring his beef to 413 if they're editing out chokes and they are not respecting the time limit that was agreed upon before the battle started. That's 413's fault. That's Deast's responsibility to be like, look, man, he's going over the time, let's get it. And then you have to question why 413 did edit out that choke. And did I see it? No. But let me explain what a choke is, or a stumble is. A stumble is when you start talking and then you stop your round for a certain amount of time and then you get it back and then you start going again. A choke is when you completely stop your round, the other battler starts going, and your round is over. So what allegedly happened in this, and the only reason why I say allegedly, because one, I wasn't there, and two, it's not on cam, is T. Sawyer stopped for 45 seconds. I don't know what happened. I didn't see it. But if he did stop for 45 seconds, that should be considered a choke. No doubt, a choke. I would really like to know why 413 Battle League decided to edit out an integral part of the battle. Sometimes chokes determine who wins and loses a battle, or who wins and loses a round. Now, if I would have seen the choke, and I would have really determined that it was a choke, I would have given the third round to Deast. Now, I don't know if T. Sawyer is actually a mainstay in 413 Battle League, but if he is a regular in 413 Battle League, and that's like his home where he usually battles, and then Deast comes in as a guest, or comes in as an outsider from Premiere to battle him, and then they're editing out the part where T. Sawyer choked, that is definitely not a good look, fam. Not a good look. Round 3 on Deast. How are you facts only when your mother named you after a white fictional character? Tom and Jerry, I ain't leaving this cat alone.
Bang!
Deast's third round wasn't punch heavy, but Deast was definitely talking to him. Now, did I think Deast's third round was better than T. Sawyer's off of what I saw on the battle on YouTube? No. I do not think that he did enough in the third round to win the third round. So here's where we are. I have Deast winning the first with a slight edge. I have Sawyer winning the second, and I have Sawyer winning the third, giving the battle to T. Sawyer. Unfortunately, if I would have seen the choke, or if I would have seen the 45-second, whatever it was, I don't know how bad, that's another thing. I don't know how good or how bad, I don't know how bad the choke was just by hearing it was 45 seconds. I don't know if he just stuttered for 45 seconds. I don't know if he rapped and just froze for 45 seconds. I don't know if he had to get a drink of water and that killed some of the 45 seconds, because if he stops to get a drink of water, that's not part of a choke. So there's a lot that, there's a disservice, I think, that 413 Battle League did by taking those 45 seconds out of the battle. It affected the battle. But unfortunately, with what I got, if I'm watching this battle the first time and I didn't know anybody involved, and I'm just judging the battle on the two battlers, I give the battle to Sawyer 2-1. So unfortunately, so I have this battle going to Sawyer either 2-1 or 3-0 if you think T. Sawyer edged the first round. This is your boy Truthit.